Okay, so hello everyone, Leo here, Chilean physician and science fiction author, and it's been a while since we haven't seen each other in this type of videos.
Hello, boys! I'm back!
So that's just to start. Just wanted to mention that I've been working with a different format. Perhaps you've noticed, perhaps not. If not, I do invite you to check them out. But basically, besides this type of videos, you know, the horizontal more, where I can speak more freely in terms of time, I've been also working on some short videos on that format that I'm uploading here in YouTube, but also my Instagram Reels section, and it's been quite fun. So that's just one thing that I wanted to mention, because I'm probably thinking of keeping that that combination of formats, you know, having some of these videos every once in a while and also the shorts, and trying to find some balance on that. Still working on that, but just for you to know. And also another reason, I'm not sure if it's a direct reason or indirect, I can't remember right now, but it also has to do with the topic of this video, is the fact that I might not have time in the next weeks to shoot some videos like this, because I will be traveling. So probably I'll do some short videos now with the vertical format, and with that, and I'll try some cool stuff. But basically, yeah, those are the two main reasons of why there is this two type of videos in the channel now. Now, the topic about the reason as well.
Okay, let's run.
So I'm going out on a well-deserved vacation. I like to think, of course, that it's well-deserved, and I'm gonna be traveling with my wife to Japan. Yes, I'm gonna be there for about 3 weeks, a little bit more actually, and we'll be traveling a lot. We have a really intense itinerary, but I think we're gonna have a lot of fun. Of course, the places that we're gonna visit includes the usual ones, Tokyo and Kyoto and Hiroshima, Osaka, and many more. I'm not sure how I'm doing with my Japanese pronunciation, but it's gonna be a big trip. And as you may have seen on some other of my videos, well, my wife, she's Brazilian. She was born in Brazil, but she's a Japanese descendant. So I think that's gonna make it even more fun, of course. Now, how does that relate to the video? I try to figure out something.
That's impossible. They're on instruments.
So what I'm gonna do in this video is I'm gonna try to mix Japanese science fiction with the Chilean literature, because that's the main point, the main topic of this channel. I always try to keep that, you know, the topic of this channel is to somehow, the reason for this channel somehow it still is try to speak about Chilean science fiction, but in English to a broader audience, just, you know, to take it out there. So how to do this? In this case, how to speak about Japanese science fiction and in a Chilean context, and not make it about a Japanese science fiction video. Because I am no expert on Japanese science fiction. I know a general structure of it, you know, as because of something that I would study, but it's not that it's something that I've read a lot. But the cool thing, and that's gonna be the thing about this video, is that there is actually Japanese science fiction published in Chile by a Chilean publisher. So that's the cool thing, you know? It's cool. So, because of course there is plenty of translations, but most of them, I would say, I would have to check the other books that I have from Japanese science fiction, but most of them are from Spain.
Como dices, no habla español. Un momento. Estoy hablando español.
And so, this is the book that I want to mention in this video because it combines the topics. Here is some Japanese science fiction, but published in Chile by a publisher that also publishes Chilean science fiction. How cool is that? I think that's really cool. This is the same one. This publisher, Abducción Editorial, is the same one that actually published this one, La Tienda de Regalos, a book that I've mentioned in some previous videos, also science fiction. So I think that's something very interesting to mention, that Chile did this, and particularly the guys from Abducción Editorial. So big cheers to them. And this book in particular, you know, if we're gonna go into Japanese science fiction, so I would say that in broad terms, just like Chilean science fiction, in Japan you have a lot of Japanese literature before the American golden age of science fiction that, you know, could be classified as and studied as science fiction in a way, or proto-science fiction, depending on the categories that you may want to use. But then, of course, as always, as happens in Chile as well, surrounding the golden era, the golden age of science fiction in the United States, or in the English-speaking world, then there is also a reflection of that in the Japanese literature. And so, surrounding that golden era of English-speaking science fiction, let's say, it emerges this one as a reflection of that. And this one in particular is from Juza Unno, the author. And the important thing, and that's why I think it's relevant to mention this work in particular, is that this author is sometimes considered, you know, having in mind this concept of science fiction as something when viewed from the classical golden age era in the English-speaking world. This author is sometimes considered the main one, you know, like the founding author of science fiction in modern science fiction, I would say, in Japan.
I'm a god.
You're God.
I'm a god. I'm not the god.
In Spanish, the name is El baño de música de las 18, which in English it's something like the 18 o'clock music bath. I had to look that up. It's a Spanish translation, but from the English version. And I know that it's always important to check that type of how a book is translated, you know, as the case with Stanislaw Lem. But that's another topic. So this one was actually got some support from the ministry, from the state, from when you applied for the grants and that type of things. And also to add, well, the book itself, I invite you to read it, of course. But as how it's mentioned here, you know, it's about how a melody can control people. So you gotta love that kind of dystopian element to it. And also the book itself, this one, it also contains 3 more stories. Not only this one, which is the main one, but there's also 3 more, and those, as mentioned here, those are the first time to ever be translated into Spanish, which is El hombre cuatridimensional. That would be like the 4th dimensional man. The another one is El intestino viviente, that in English, I guess it would be something like the living bowel. And La misteriosa falla espacial, the mysterious space failure, I would say. Sorry, I didn't check the names in English, but yes.
In English, please?
So that's about it. Not sure what's gonna be the next video in particular, but there will probably be something that I will shoot from, that I will record from Japan itself. So wish me luck about that. I'm really looking forward for that vacation, those holidays in Japan. I think it's gonna be awesome, and I'll try to buy something there, some books, but hopefully in English. I'm not sure if it's worth for me to buy a book in Japanese. I've learned Mandarin Chinese, but I don't know that much about Japanese. Besides, I don't know. Konnichiwa. Watashi wa Leonardo desu. That's what I always say. Anyways, so I hope you enjoyed this video. I'll see you in another one. And well, of course, Hulk is gonna say bye.
When the documents were in place, Buford, you listening? Now get this. That's when the subcommittee had to reallocate the funds.
He's having a nap, by the way. But that's about it. So hope you enjoy it. That's what I can say. That's the intersect point between Japanese science fiction and Chilean science fiction. And well, hope you like it. See you next time.
Go away! Read some books!
こんにちは。私はhulkです。さよなら。
よー